Chuki beat.
23. How's everybody doing today? So today we ain't got much to talk about. We're just going to be chilling, mixing. If you guys got anything in the chat you want to ask us, feel free. Make sure you tag us at DIY Mixers Crew or DMC, and we will be happy to answer any flavor questions, any mixes, anything like that for you guys to the best of our knowledge. Also, we're going to be talking a little bit about, actually there was some news, I guess, that Lewis was talking about. He said that they actually banned CBD in Illinois, I believe it was. We'll touch on that for a few seconds. And there's a couple other things we want to talk about. We'll get to those. Make sure you check out Bull City Vapes and use code DMC6 and get 6% off your total order. www.liquidbarn.com. Use Mixers Crew, get 15% off your total order. Get free shipping over $50, I believe. So how you guys doing? How was your week? How was your weekend? You guys mixing anything up?
Hey. Go ahead, Russell.
What's going on, Folk Art?
Just working on this fig challenge.
No, but Folk Art's a superstar, man. He had a review done by Wayne Walker. That Boss Reserve clone or remix that he did's kicking ass. I found it pretty good. We mixed it up on last week's episode. Go back and check it out. Make sure if you guys like what we do and like our content, please make sure you smash that like button and also subscribe to us. That way you can keep up to date with up and coming shows and events that we hold every week. But other than that, so Folk Art. So tell us a little bit about this fame that you're getting from your Boss Reserve. I see a lot of. You had like 9 or 10 5-star reviews already, man. So what's it like, man? You liking it or what?
It's okay. I'm making no money yet, so still waiting for the money to start coming. You know, fame don't pay the bills, man. But I'm sorry.
I just wanted to say that I'm waiting for Milk and Honey to mix it.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Wayne tried it out. Wayne Walker tried it out, and he seemed to like it pretty good. And go out there and mix it up, guys. If you like Boss Reserve, it's pretty close. It's good. It's a pretty good mix.
I enjoyed it. It just Milk and Honey. Oh, it's one of those flavors for me. I mean, I can pick it out. It's good. You know what I mean? It's not one of my favorites, or not Milk and Honey. Was it the
yeah, Milk and Honey. Flavora Milk and Honey was in there.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. For some reason, a lot of the Flavora line, I don't know. I get weird off notes from some of their flavors. Like Milk and Honey, I get weird off notes. I get an off note from the cookie dough. I get one off of that too. But that's just my palate. It's real finicky at times. And speaking of finicky, since we're doing remix month, in the community and cloning recipes. So at the vape shop that I went to, one of my local B&Ms, not too many vape shops around where I live carry 30 mils anymore. So I had to opt to buy 100 mil of juice, and I was contemplating on what I was going to get. And I'm like, there wasn't too many choices that kind of really stuck out at me, but I know that Candy King has been in and out of the DIY community because of the labels, and there's a lot of controversy behind that. So I didn't want to. I seen the gummy worm or whatever one that Wayne was doing, and I was going to pick that one, and luckily I didn't because he did it. So I ended up picking up. It was funny too because I picked it up literally it was Thursday I picked it up, or Thursday or Friday, and then I seen Wayne was doing the gummy worm one, and I'm like, oh shit, glad I didn't buy that one. But I ended up getting the Candy King strawberry watermelon bubblegum.
Mm-hmm.
And
delicious, ain't it?
Jesus Christ. No, dude. I should have just took my money and just lit it on fire, like right there. I mean, whatever. But it's not really it's not like one of my everyday like vapes. Like I as you guys know, Folk Art, Lewis, and Daddy. I'm a bakery guy. I dabble in fruits a little bit, but I'm not too much of a fruit mixer. But I figured, you know what? I got the bubblegum flavor from Mullenberry, and I hand tested it, and I really enjoyed that flavor from Mullenberry. It has a really nice American style, like double bubble flavor to it. I really enjoyed it. And their watermelon, same scenario, hand tested it. It has like a nice, authentic, almost, I don't want to say borderline candy, but it's a really nice watermelon flavor from like a lot of the watermelons that I've tried. And then I seen that, and I'm like, well, shit, I was actually going to be doing a watermelon bubblegum anyway. So I seen that, and I said, well, you know what? I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to try to clone this. I mean, it's bad. Like, I guess if you like a sweeter juice, but for me personally, it's entirely too sweet. I mean, it just reeks of sucralose. I do get watermelon, don't get me wrong. And it's the strawberry watermelon, so I do get the watermelon. I kind of get the strawberry on the ass end, and the bubble gum to me is very faint, but the sweetener is just so dominant in the juice. I know it's going to be really easy to clone, so hopefully for you guys in the community that enjoy it, what I don't, I'm sorry, but for you guys that do enjoy Candy King's bubblegum, it should be fairly easy. It's probably only going to be probably four flavors max, just your water Wayne actually used. I know I seen it on Facebook that he was doing the Candy King, but I didn't know how many. I didn't get a chance to look at his recipe yet, but I'm assuming he probably did 4 flavorings on that. You know what I mean? Because it's a kind of an easy profile to hit. But yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna mix it up, week or so. To be honest with you, I know I can make it better, but I'm just gonna replicate it, and it's gonna be what it is. And then what I'll end up doing is I'll release the recipe for the clone, and then I'll tweak it to my liking. I'm probably not going to put as much sucralose in it. I'll probably go a little bit more on the bubble gum, you know what I mean, and kind of get the watermelon, and in other words, get the bubble gum more up front, and then the fruit, the watermelon, and the sweetener, and the bubble gum's like really like kind of faint in this recipe, but we'll see how it goes.
Well,
you got like.
That's kind of like I mean that's kind of like what you want to do. If you're going to remix a commercial e-juice that you like, is try to mix it to your liking. To what you would like for that juice to taste like. It doesn't have to it doesn't have to be a quote clone, which I don't think anybody is able to do that. Make it where that you like it with with those same flavorings. Make it better.
I mean, yeah, I get that, I guess. I mean, but I'm going to try to get it as close as I possibly can, because I guarantee you there's probably, I mean, the guy wouldn't be in business if, I mean, his juice is popular. So I'm sure that there's probably an enormous amount of people out there that really enjoy it, but it's not like my style. Absolutely not. Yeah. Like I said, if you guys have any questions in the chat, please feel free.
I just wonder if how most of people that buy commercial juice like that juice so sweet. I wonder why.
Well, here's the thing. I can tell you this. I don't know how it is overseas, over in the UK, over in Portugal, but like here in America, everything's driven by sweetness. Like everybody they're just diets. It's got to be sweet, salty, whatever, blah blah blah. And our palates. I mean, I'm not going to speak for everybody in the United States, but you know, just our culture over here, I would say as a whole, and the foods that we eat. There's an enormous amount of people that are attracted to like sweetness here. You know, I don't know if it's just from, you know, the way we were brought up or just the foods that we eat, but there's a lot of
the last juice that I bought, it was a juice from South Africa. The profile was passion fruit lemonade. And man, not me, not even my wife, we couldn't vape it.
Okay.
And it was a juice from South Africa, so
well, that's the thing. Let me ask.
That's not a problem. That's not only American. It's been a long time that I don't buy commercial juice, so I can't talk much about commercial juice.
Well, that's what I was just getting ready to ask you, because I've noticed there was a couple people that in Facebook groups and community that are I think I remember Bruce line in at a vape shop and bring it back with them and vape it, and his first impression in the blog that he wrote was, why is it that this juice is so sweet in America? Our juice isn't that sweet in South America when I buy a commercial e-liquid. Now, you said that you had gotten that from South Africa, but the juices that you have tried in Portugal, were they pretty loaded up too? Or and to be honest with you, I mean, here's the thing. The label speaks for itself. It's Candy King, so of course it's going to be sweet. I'm not saying that there isn't a lot of juice manufacturers in the United States that aren't loaded down with sweetener. You know what I mean? Like take the Boss, you know, that Folk Art clone. It's not that super sweet as a lot of the juices. Of course, they use a lot of acetylpyrazine, in my opinion, but and a lot of their juices, like even their their unicorn milk.
Yeah,
I think that they have, or with unicorn milk, I taste acetylpyrazine in that.
But unicorn milk isn't that sweet
in Portugal. That's what I'm saying, though. That not every juice manufacturer in the United States is super sweet, but I mean, I get it. I mean, the label speaks for itself as being Candy King. But the point that I'm trying to make is if the juices that you remember buying in Portugal, were they really sweet also?
You know, honestly, besides that juice that I bought, I think it was in September that I bought it. Before that, it has been over 2 years that I don't buy juice. So sorry, I can't remember.
Well,
when I first started vaping and I bought juice, I bought very simple juice, single flavored, and it wasn't. If you buy an apple juice, well, it tasted like apple. It wasn't that sweet. I didn't buy any fancy juice.
And you know what?
It was expensive.
I'm in the same boat as you. That's one of the reasons why I turned to DIY mixing. Is because
me too.
I didn't enjoy a lot of the commercial juices out there, and I figured there's got to be something better than this. You know what I mean? There was a select few that I liked, but you know, it was far and in between. You know what I mean? I think there was I know people are probably going to say STFU, you know, in the community, but there was a company out there, I think it was called Everyday Drips ED, I believe it was, and they made a Bananas Foster. It was a cheaper Econo line juice. I really enjoyed that. There was a few other ones that I enjoyed. I enjoyed Unicorn Milk. I enjoyed Mother's Milk, like back in the day when it first came out, but recently I went to a show, I think it was like maybe 2 years ago. I like it fresh. I don't like it when it's steeped. When it's clear, when it was just mixed like maybe from a week or something, it's not bad. But once it starts to steep, it starts to transform into something else that I really don't enjoy. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I started DIYing, because I'm just so picky on what I vape. You know what I mean? And I don't know, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with the, and that's another thing about it too. I swear to God, I probably only vaped on it for like 5 minutes, and it just totally fucking destroyed my palate. Totally.
Yeah.
It wrecked it so bad that the sweetener that's in this shit. I went to go vape one of my all-day vapes. I couldn't taste it whatsoever because of the sucralose that's in it. I mean, that's how fucking potent it is. I mean,
and it probably get all your coils, and the watermelon stays on your ether forever.
No, I didn't drip it enough for it to gunk my coils, but yeah, I literally took my RDA off and I washed it with freaking Dawn dish liquid, soap, and water, and I still couldn't. I still had the remnants of the sucralose sweetener in it, you know. But that's just my opinion. I mean, you guys might feel different, but hey, you know, to each his own, I guess. Whatever. Moving on.
Yeah.
Hello to everybody in the chat today. I seen Emmy in there. Graham, make sure you check out his show Stopgap. Make sure you check out Noted. I seen Pippa. I know her show's on tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Stars and Clouds. Make sure you check them guys out. So real quick, Lewis, you actually brought this up before the show, and I wasn't really aware of it. I don't know if you read too much into it. I'm kind of putting you on the spot, but you said that you had a little bit of information that you heard that maybe you can type this up, folk art. Maybe we can try to screen share it or something, that they actually banned CBD in the state of Illinois, Lewis, you said?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Yeah, that's news to me. I haven't really been keeping up on vaping news as of late. But yeah, I think that, I mean, me personally, and in our group personally, I think I could speak for everybody in our group. We really don't dabble into this the CBD thing, but I know that there's controversy on it. You know, one person might say yeah, the other person might say no. One person say I don't want to deal with this shit. You know, but we're going to touch on it just for a second or two, because I know that there are some people out there in the community that really enjoy the benefits of CBD. Me personally, I don't feel the need for it right now, but you know, I think that would be a big blow for the industry if one state in the United States already decided to ban CBD, because, you know, when something like that happens, you always see a trend where other states tend to follow that, and I think that's going to be bad for a lot of people that really get into that, which is
yeah. I can't really find anything that it was banned, but Lewis has got some more information on it.
Yeah. So what's up with that, Lewis? Where'd you hear that?
Well, it is an article at Vaping 360. Steve, I put the link on Discord if you want to share it.
Okay.
Oh, so it was through Vaping 360 that you heard the news.
Yeah, it is. So it says that the Indiana's Attorney General declared CBD illegal in the state, and the problem is that he's giving only 60 days for the shops to sell everything they have with CBD.
Yeah,
so the shops.
I'll screen share it. I'll screen share it because I know on your end, folk art, it's a pain in the ass.
I can
run an OBS, and I know it.
I can throw it up here. I've got it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know I freeze. That's because I went on my internet. But go ahead.
So one of the problems is that he's only giving 60 days for the shops to sell everything they have, all their inventory with CBD. So they are, the vaping shops and other shops that sell this kind of products are previewing a huge.
Yeah, I'm seeing this. This is news here. I'm reading up on this article over here. Did you share this yet, folk art, or no?
Yeah, I've got it up there.
Yeah, because I'm reading it here, and it said Indiana's Attorney General has declared that CBD illegal And it says, in the state is now checking for shops selling CBD products.
Yeah.
Governor Eric Holcomb is sending state excise police to find and identify retailers who have products on hand containing the non-psychoactive cannabinoid. Cannabinoid. So basically, what this is saying is that I guess they are getting rid of it. And here's a good thing too, and it says Attorney General. I'm briefly reading through this. It says no matter if it actually contains the THC content, and that's one of the things that when CBD first came out, that was one of the hurdles I think that a lot of people were kind of like didn't understand about it. Is when they first started coming out with it, there were like traces of THC in it, and they kind of reformulated it, and now it's to the point where there's no THC in it, and to kind of make it legal. But they're just saying it's illegal any way you look at it. And it says many stores have already lost hundreds of dollars worth of inventory, and they have 60 days to, I guess, get rid of the inventory that they have, or I'm assuming that they're going to be coming up on fines, and it's going to say that the products containing the substance are illegal. Wow, that's news. Good find on that, Lewis. I wasn't aware of that. I'm sure that this is probably going to be popping up in the DIY community probably within the next week or so. You're probably going to hear a lot about this. It's not, I guess depending if you're in the middle of the state, it's kind of bad. I don't know how that they would monitor or like ordering it online and having it shipped to your house. Cause I know that there's a lot of online websites that you can order CBD and have it shipped directly to your home. I think that's what's going to end up happening is a lot of the people that actually use the CBD, they'll probably just go ahead and buy it online, whether it be in a e-juice form.
That's something I want to ask. Suppose I live in Indiana. Can I buy it from a website, for instance, in Pittsburgh and ship it to me?
I don't see why not.
Because there is no border. There is no border between
the way the states work in the United States is if I order something from like California, there's like no customs. Christ, you got people that's marijuana in the mail. If the mailman don't catch it, or if the United States Postal Service or FedEx or UPS or whoever that we use to deliver packages, you hear about that stuff daily on the news that there was a like illegal drug trades where people were sending fucking heroin through the mail and it wasn't getting detected for years. It's just one of those things that if you buy something, you could probably buy steroids, any type of vitamins, and have them shipped to your house. And unless they're opening the like if it was to go through like maybe a customs type of thing, but they're not going to know. They just you get that delivery, they just ship the package to your house. That's the thing. I could just see people. The point that I'm trying to make is I'll read up on this a little bit more, but I don't know if it's going to be like if somebody has, and I didn't read the whole article, but if it's on like somebody's person, like if they have it on them, are they going to get busted with it? If it's going to be considered like an illegal type of thing, like and what's really fucked up?
No, the point is the point.
Go ahead, Lewis.
Sorry. The point is, if it becomes illegal in Indiana, if it is legal, say in New York, and the guys in Indiana can buy it from New York, that kind of law only is going to hurt the shops in Indiana. Yeah. Because if the people can still buy it from elsewhere, what's the point?
Well, the point is that it's a easy political thing to stand on. If the politician can stand up and say, oh, I've got all this horrible marijuana derivative out of the hands of young children, they get votes. That's the point of it. They're taking a page from what the FDA, how the FDA put all vaping rules under the tobacco laws, treating everything as a tobacco product. I think I think that they're doing the exact same thing. They're lumping it in there with all all major drugs like heroin, marijuana, all that kind of stuff, just as a political, just to get votes. That's my opinion.
In the chat, Graham had mentioned that there's no THC at all, and they are saying that any amount of THC, they are making things the old formulations illegal, not all CBD. So, Graham, that's something that we're probably going to have to read up on. It was just news to us. We're going to probably look more into this, and it says the old formulations they say that they are enforcing. So that might be the case. But it's just weird how it's kind of making the news right now, because I don't think that there is not too many old. I mean, here's the thing. I don't get into CBD, so I don't even know if there's a place where you can buy the old formulations of CBD. I was under the assumption that the majority of the CBD that's out on the market today is newer formulations, because the thing is people, the way the mainstream public is anymore, or whoever that sit there and you talk about CBD and they say, oh, it's the benefits of marijuana, but you don't get the whatever, blah, blah, blah. You don't, and people were probably vaping this shit like the old formulations, and they were tested positive on drug tests at work. And they were under the assumption that they weren't going to. And I think that's the reason why they reformulated a lot of it to take the THC out of it so it wouldn't show up on drug tests. And I'm assuming that there's probably not too many companies out there, unless you live in states where marijuana is legal, I'm assuming, like Colorado. I think, Graham, you said that you were allowed to have marijuana in Nevada. I'm not sure. I'm not a smoker, so I don't know. But, we'll read up on it more. It was just a tidbit of news that came across the board that seemed interesting to throw out there to the community. And I just find it hilarious that Indiana's banning all this shit, and yet they're trying to legalize marijuana all across the United States. And I think there was an article that I read somewhere, I don't know what website or what forum or what Facebook group, that the government's actually trying to synthesize some type of synthetic marijuana for medical purposes or something like that. I don't know where I read the article, but I found that fucking hilarious too. Government steps in to synthesize this shit, when you could just get it from a fucking plant. They just want to dip their hand in everything they possibly.
They want to be able to give it to these corporations so they can patent it and make money off of it.
It's disgusting any way you look at it. It's bad enough after everything that we fucking do, and it's like, and I just see it as bad news. If they're trying to really ban not even the old formulas or the new formulas of THC, or I'm not THC, CBD, I think it's just a blow to that segment of the DIY for the people that get into that. Like I said, me personally, and I think I speak for everybody in our group, I really don't dabble into the CBD type stuff. So I mean, it's for the people that
I tried it one time just to see what it was, and I mean the only thing that I got from it is it tasted like you were vaping bong water. That's about it.
Did it make you hungry at all? Did you get the munchies?
I have never tried it, but I'm always against forbidding this kind of thing. No, I think one has to have the freedom to use whatever he wants.
Yeah,
he just has to have the information, and he has to. Well, everyone has to make an informed decision if they want to smoke, if they want to drink, if they want to use drugs. But everyone should be allowed to do whatever they want.
True, Graham.
That's my opinion. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I agree with you on that. Any way to make a buck, Graham. It's just the useless horse shit that they were going to throw out and people market it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I get it. So, real quick, are you guys working on anything? Any flavors you guys want to talk about? If you guys have anything in the chat, if you want us to mix up a recipe today. Oh my God, I see Question 3 up in the house. He is saying Indiana already lost in court once. I guess they have some extra budget money to spend on court fees again. Yeah, brother. It's just one of those things that's just coming out of the taxpayer's fucking wallet. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I know Pippa does a lot of advocate stuff. I know she does mainly in Australia, but maybe she could probably dig up something on this too. I mean, with the vaping news and stuff like that, maybe she could find out a little bit more. We'll read up on it, but it is what it is. If you guys want us to mix up something today, just come up with a profile. Maybe we'll just mix something on the fly. But what are you working on, Lewis? You working on anything, you folk art?
Well, I have a problem. I ordered some flavors to from Innovera, directly from Poland, from their official web store. And unfortunately for me, my order got lost on the mail. So after 1 month, I haven't received it yet. I really wanted the 3 of the flavors to keep going on my project. The old one with the lemonade, and now I'm beginning to work with some tobaccos and figs. That's what I've been working with.
So I've been working on this this fig challenge. I know we wasn't really going to talk about figs today, and I won't talk about figs. I'll talk about everything else that goes in it. But the main profile is like a butter cake, and I'm having a little bit of difficulty with it. But I think Lewis mixed it up.
What part? You're having a problem with the cake or the fig?
Well, the fig combined with the butter cake is just like it's taken over the butter cake part. And I'm using FA fresh fig, and it's the only one that I can use because the other 3 are they're just horrible to me. Unless you're making some type of a tobacco or something like that, I don't see much of a use for them. But yeah, it's not quite there. But I'll talk more about that in the next few weeks. The fig thing. But that's what I've been working on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What about you, Russ?
Yeah, I've been doing the same thing. Working on the fig challenge. Mine is more on a creamstone note, though. I'm going with like a Greek yogurt type of pastry, type of dish. Sorry, it's not pastry, but it's a milk and honey yogurt panna cotta. The fig's not necessarily the main note in it. It should be more of a back note, but I'm having problems with the fig. I need to punch through a little further.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like it's a difficult flavor to work with, but I know you had some success, Lewis, on a recipe that you're actually not releasing, but it is what it is on that. There's a lot of recipes that I don't release either, but to each his own. That's fine with that. But I know a new one.
Today in the morning, the funny thing is, my first idea to do with figs was a fig custard.
Mm-hmm.
But someone, I don't remember who, already released his recipe on a fig custard. So yes. Then I thought about a fig cake. When Steve told me, "Oh, I'm doing a fig cake," so
with the cinnamon challenge, every freaking flavor Russell had in his, he used. I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm like, really? But I still ended up using Tapala in my cinnamon challenge. So, it's whatever.
So no, my next idea was, well, let's mix fig with some other fruit.
Yeah. Okay.
So today in the morning, I mixed the fig with apple.
Okay.
Jeez, it was horrible. I couldn't vape it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking what other fruit will go well with figs. Yeah. I'm thinking maybe apricot or something around this. I'll let you know.
Yeah, I had a couple ideas too, but I seen a lot of people do what I was going to do, so it's still up in the air on what I'm going to do with the fig. This is going to be a tough one because there's not too many options out there for fig. So we'll.
Sorry, Emily is asking what fig are you using? I don't know if you. Oh, she's asking Russell. He's using Capellas. I'm using Flavor Art.
Yeah, and also Emily mentioned that I believe the next noted topic is going to be butter. So I'm definitely going to be tuning into that show to
Yeah,
see.
me too. I like butter very much.
See if that'll help my butter cake.
Yeah, I mean, I like butter, which is going to be pretty cool. I think that's going to be a pretty cool topic that they're going to be talking about. But me personally, I don't know. When they came out, like, I don't know if they're going to be incorporating buttercream or if it's just going to be straight butter. Like, because, you know, there's a few butter concentrates out there. But I feel that, you know, once they came out with Capella's buttercream, I kind of, like, stole the show for me as far as, like, the butter.
Yeah.
You know, the flavor.
Yeah.
I mean, I mainly use that instead of Capella's butter now, you know, in a lot of my recipes.
Capella's golden butter is pretty good too.
It is, you know, but you know, we'll see. That's a good thing. I'll tune into that too because it's kind of catching my ear as well, to kind of have their thoughts on their thought process on those flavor concentrates, butter and whipped cream. Graham said. So I guess they're going to be talking about butter and whipped cream. So we'll see what that's all about. Loren's butter, except no substitutes. yeah, we'll see. Who knows? You know what I mean? So you guys want to mix something up today, or what do you want to do?
Pippa put out a recipe for Remix Month. It's a remix of a remix of a remix. It's a lemon tart.
Remix on the cube.
You know what? We can mix that up, I think, because you know what? I think I actually looked at that, and I had all the concentrates. I don't know if Pippa's still in the chat.
She is.
Is it a remix of Darren Cole's, or is it just a remix of somebody else's?
It's a remix of Darren Cole's.
Is it? Okay. Yeah, because I looked at that, and I'm like, well, Jesus Christ, I have everything for it. I was thinking about actually, it was on my list to mix up, but I mean, we can mix it up if you guys want. I mean, that's up to you guys.
Sounds good to me.
We could do that. There was something I wanted to talk about, and I forget what it was. Can't remember. Oh, I got a new camera today, or Friday. The CX9 22X, the Pro Stream. It's decent. I like it, and I was kind of skeptical. I know it's not vaping related, but for you guys in the chat, I know you guys run a lot of YouTube shows as well. So far, I'm enjoying it. A little bit more clarity. The focus works a lot better. And for those who use Windows 10, and the only reason why I was skeptical about buying it is because the people that were using Windows 10 saying it wasn't working, unless you were using Windows native. But I have Windows 10 on my PC, and I plugged it in, and no problem. So it's working pretty good. For me so far, I like it.
I will be getting a new camera when I find the camera that makes me pretty, makes me beautiful. Until I find it, I won't buy a new one.
Well, you might be waiting for a while, Lewis.
Nah, he don't need a camera, dude. He's a pimp no matter what. But I'm gonna pull off this recipe. What was the name of that recipe?
It's called. I got it pulled up here. It's called Oh You Tart.
All You Tart?
O-O-H O You Tart.
Oh You Tart.
Yeah.
Your southern accent's kicking my fucking ass, folk art.
I'm
Post
sorry.
it in the Zoom chat.
Yeah. Tart.
What was that one that you were talking about? The other, or we were talking before we went online? It was something.
Food.
And, food.
About food.
Yeah, food. Like 45 minutes.
It takes me 5 minutes to say food.
Okay. Let me get up on all the flavors here. I'll just type Pippa. Did she put it on all the flavors?
Yeah, it's on all the flavors. I've got it pulled up on the live stream here.
All right, I gotta find it on my end here. Hold on.
So I'll just read off here what it says. Oh, you tart. She used to be a dinner lady. Then she became a tart. Divine intervention helped her to become one of the most popular tarts of 2017. She not only brings all the boys to the yard, but is also the envy of the other ladies and has won the title of being the ultimate tart. It goes on to talk about that this is inspired by by Daz Cole, his recipe, Dinner Lady, and yeah. So here is the recipe. It's got quite a few ingredients in it. You got it pulled up, David?
Nah, I got too much shit running on my PC. Let me pull it up on myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do you want me to read the ingredients?
No. I'm on. See, here's the thing. I already have all the flavors up already on my cell phone because I actually mixed something yesterday. I mixed one of my all-day vapes. If you could just post it in the Zoom chat, that way I know what recipe it is. There it is. It's actually on popular recipes. It's the top one.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, your tart.
Number
okay.
one.
Yeah, she kicked your ass down to the third spot there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I have them all. Yeah, there is a bunch in here. You're gonna have to talk amongst yourselves for a couple of minutes while I get all these ingredients together. Yeah, because there's a decent amount in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10. 5 days steep. 1 comment. Props to the under description. Any substitutions to get the full experience? I would say no. However, what are you missing? Okay, they didn't respond to that. So.
Okay, so guys, anybody in the chat's got any questions for us? Doesn't have to be vape related. Whatever you want to talk about, we'll talk about it.
Yeah. So give me about 2 minutes to get these ingredients together. And
just be sure and tag us at DIY Mixers Crew so we can see your questions. And yeah, so just shout out. Shout out to Graham, Fresh03. Thanks for joining us. Labworks Vapes. Paul's in the house. So, Lewis, what's been up, buddy? You've been getting.
I was looking into people's recipe.
Yeah, I can read it off right quick. The ingredients
it looks
here.
Pretty good. I just wonder maybe if people could tell us more about it. Why she went with 0.25% salted caramel?
Well, she can pop in the chat there and tell us her thoughts on that.
Because in my opinion, that's just my opinion. That caramel salted at 0.25% is kind of low.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll have to mix it up and find out if it if it helps out. So she's using 1% Innerware biscuit. She's using 1% Capella buttercream, 0.25% Flavor West caramel salted, 1.5% FA cookie, 2.5% FA custard, 1% Innerware lemon, 2% FE lemon. That's pretty high on that, but that it's supposed to be a lemon tart, I guess. 1% FA meringue, 1% TPA toasted marshmallow, 1% FA Vienna cream. I think the FE lemon is probably one of the best lemons out there. It doesn't fade as much as some of the other lemons, and I like it because a lot of the lemons that I've tried has a lot of zest in them, which some people may like that in a juice, but for me that zest brings a bitterness that I don't really like. And the FE lemon don't seem to have quite as much as that.
That's the role of Innerware lemon. Innerware lemon has some bitterness on it.
Does it? Okay.
I like it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of strong. At 1%, it will.
Well,
it's strong.
But this is a lemon tart, so it's supposed to have that.
It's supposed to taste like lemon.
Exactly.
So no.
Exactly.
Yeah, honestly, my only doubt was the percentage of salted caramel.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out. So Paul is saying Labwork Vapes is saying that the caramel seems to tame the lemon down a bit. I can see that, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Couple more here, guys. I'm still getting Still looking for my, I think I got everything. Custard, my flavor or custard. I don't know where the hell it's at. I'm looking for it.
So, so Pippa did, was the Flavor West caramel also for like the crust part of the recipe to add some more darker notes to the crust? Maybe she can get back with us on that.
All right, let's see where we're at here. Let me count my flavors to make sure I got everything I need. So we got biscuit, cat buttercream, Flavor West salted caramel, FA cookie, okay, FA custard, okay, I&W lemon, okay, FE lemon, okay, FA meringue, okay, toasted marshmallow, okay, and Vienna cream, okay.
I'm gonna throw that recipe back up on the live feed here.
Yeah, go ahead. I gotta get a bottle. I'm probably just gonna put it in one of my blah, 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 blah. Anyhow, you guys got any devices you guys want to talk? What are you using there, Lewis? Looks pretty cool.
I'm using this side, the Fuku Drag, and I'm using the Boreas, Og Vape Boreas version 2. And I'm vaping a fig vape.
How's the flavor on that?
On this, the flavor on this tank is absolutely delicious. The only
Sorry, guys. Stream died on me.
I'm here.
I'm here.
We're having technical difficulties.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I think I'm fine.
I think we're back up.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, my internet connection kind of cut out there for a minute, guys. Sorry, guys in the chat.
Oh, we're good. I'm good. So, go ahead, Lewis. Continue what you were saying.
No, I just said what I wanted to say. If you manage to tweak it right and to build it right, the performance of this tank is absolutely phenomenal.
All right. So,
and about the mod, I think all things have been said about the Fuku Drag.
Okay. Yeah, so I just switched cameras. I'm going to move my mic over a little bit so you guys can hear me. So yeah, this looks interesting. I don't remember Daz Cole's recipe having this many concentrates in it, though.
I think I have to say something to Graham because he's blaming Portugal of problems with net neutrality, and I think that we're not the ones to blame about that.
Yeah. So, yeah, let me turn my light off here. Sorry, guys. Where the hell am I at here? Sorry, I wasn't planning on mix it today, but I wanted Folk Art to do it because he got this awesome new camera in. But it turned out
you want to see my awesome new camera?
Because it's embarrassing. People are just unsubscribed to our channel if you show that thing.
Look, this piece of crap here.
It looks like
don't buy this thing. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know if it's a name brand. It's not a name brand. I just bought it.
It looks like the clone. No, it looks like the mirror, the rear view window in your car.
Yeah, to focus it, you actually have to turn the lens to focus it. It's pretty crappy. But I'm a cheap ass. So and I got it on Amazon. So.
We see that, Folk Art. I look at it this way. There are just some things in life, Folk Art, that you get what you pay for. But as far as like cameras and stuff like that, I think Logitech makes some of the best cameras out there. That's in my opinion. Everybody has their favorites, you know.
Yeah, well, I've actually got a Logitech, the one that I'm using now. Yeah, and it's pretty good.
Okay, so I'm gonna mix up 30 mils of this, which I know I'm probably gonna kick myself in the ass, because I probably should mix up more because I really dig lemon vapes. I really enjoy it, and to be honest with you, I haven't tried. I've had FE lemon for a very long time, and I haven't used it yet. I've had INW lemon. Not a big fan. With that concentrate, I get more of a just like a lemon juice from it, from what I remember when I flavor
In
tested.
awareness?
Yeah, from what I remember, I'm comparing it to like lemon Sicily from Flavor Art because that's like my all-time favorite lemon.
No, sorry. In a lemon, you get the whole lemon.
Yeah. Well, lemon juice. The one what I'm talking about is, I got more of like an authentic lemon, and that's it. Nothing else from it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's not good, but for the application that I was using it in, it didn't fit the profile that I was looking for when I was making a recipe with it. So I kind of, haven't used it since. I flavor tested it. I'm not saying it's not good. I enjoyed it. So you got the biscuit in here. Now, what is this supposed to be? A tart. So, Lewis, since you're from the UK, I'm not a big foodie. I know Russell is, so Russell can maybe chime in on this. What is actually a tart? Whoever can explain it to me.
It's a good question. I thought it was any kind of like a tart pastry, like a raspberry tart or anything that's got a little lemon juice or something in it.
Okay.
Well, to me, a lemon tart is basically like a real tart, custardy lemon meringue kind of thing.
I thought the tart was like a pie.
What the fuck? Fucking scale just shut off like right in the middle. It was at 0.22. It's okay. Just give it a second.
Most of the tarts I've seen they're like small pies.
Yeah.
They're like really tiny little pies, like finger pies.
Okay.
Yeah, most people that try to remix Dinner Lady, they'll use say like some type of a custard. They'll use a lemon meringue, lemon, graham cracker, something like that. That's the main three kind of notes that you get in a lemon tart, or at least in Dinner Lady. Yeah.
I enjoy just looking at this recipe, even though she did use a lot of concentrates, she did use them at the right percentages from just looking at them.
Yeah.
Biscuit is right, 1. That's a safe. Buttercream, same thing, 1. Salted caramel, yeah. You're looking good. You said you didn't agree with that, right? Was that you, Russ? Or Lewis? What was the one you didn't agree with?
No, the percentage? No, I didn't say I didn't agree. I just wanted to know more information. How people, why people use that percentage. And she already answered that.
I was getting flavors. I wasn't paying attention. What was it? The salted caramel?
The was with salted caramel. Because I have never used it so low.
Oh.
And she said that like it bends the lemon. In other words. So
yeah.
It makes a complete difference.
David, is your scale set to grams?
Oh, fuck me. No, Jesus Christ. Hold the fuck on.
Okay. All right. Okay, good.
You pointed that out.
I believe that was who was that?
JFM.
Yeah, JFM. That's easy to do, buddy. I've done it before.
I own my beer.
So Pippa says that a tart in Australia is a girl that gets around.
Hey, now honestly, I like JFM real quick, brother. I am actually mixing this upside down. So I'm looking at my computer monitor when I'm mixing this. So it I don't even know what the fuck it's on. So I apologize for that, guys. So I'm gonna have to start over. Luckily, I wasn't too far. Luckily, I didn't add the nicotine yet. It'll only take me a couple seconds here to redo everything here. So biscuit, let's start with biscuit, 0.3. We try to breeze through this here. I just calibrated my scale too, so we should be good. That's another thing too for you guys out there. I don't know how often you calibrate your scale, but it's good to kind of, you know, check it every once in a while. Because I know when I move my scale, like when I move it, depending on where it's at, like on a table or something, for some reason, it might be just mine. It gets goofy on me. So I just throw the weights on it every once in a while just to give it a quick test. I know I was mixing up one of my all-day vapes yesterday, and I tested it, and it was probably like a half a gram off. Like one of the bells was coming in at like 199.5, so it was a little bit off. And that's especially important when you're mixing low percentages and you're using, say, like a super sweet or something. But as a seasoned mixer, you should know if you're using like a 0.1 sweetener, it's only like fucking 1 drop or something in the 30 ml. So 1 or 2 drops, you know.
Yeah.
0.08 is like, what, 3? Like 3. It depends on what manufacturer, what bottle you're using, too. You know what I mean? Like Flavor Art, I feel that they use the skinniest of the drippers on their bottles.
Yeah,
Capella's the worst out of
yeah.
the bunch.
Most times I can tell just like from the type of bottle that I'm using how many drops it's going to take to get to say like you know 0.3 grams or something. It usually takes about well, for 0.20 grams, it's about 10 drops, you know.
That's good. So we got 0.7.
I know that because I started mixing counting drops. So
yeah.
Those were the days.
2.5 custard. Now, I'm sure Pippa's still in there, hopefully.
I believe she is.
What made her choose the Flavor Art custard over the other one?
I don't know, Pippa.
Well, hell, she wants to pop in and talk about the recipe. You can throw a link up if you want. Give her a link. It's up to her.
Okay.
Real quick before we get out of here, because we got about 10 minutes before we leave. So if she wants to pop in real quick and talk, because Pippa, to be honest with you, we really wasn't going to mix today. But you know, I figured what the hell, might as well throw something together. We were looking for somebody in the chat to maybe throw something out to us so we can mix it. But if you want to pop on and talk about it for a second, and it's up to you if you got time. I don't know if you're at work. What's today? It's Sunday, so it's Monday. So she might be at work, might be on her way to work. You know, that's up to her.
Yeah.
She says she's not dressed for the occasion, fellas.
Oh, get the fuck out of here! Put a hat on. Who cares?
Well, if she wants to come on, I send her a private message in Discord. So
yeah, okay.
But we'd love to have you, but if not, that's fine.
Yeah, it's all good.
Ooh, she's in her 90. Now we really want to get her on.
Holy hell! Sorry, this is taking me forever because Pippa has like 13,000 flavors in here. You know, and it's taking a long time to mix it. It better be worth it, I tell you.
I bet it will be.
0.3 on a lemon, FB. 0.3. So, I'm trying to think. What are you making for Christmas? What's going to be your Christmas vape, folk art?
Christmas vape?
Yeah.
You mean like something new?
Yeah.
I hope to be this fucking fig. This fig challenge is really a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, because I mean there's 4 figs that I know of, and 2 of them, the flavor, are basically identical. and I haven't. I've got the Capella fig ordered, but I don't have it yet. And just going by what Noted talked about a few weeks ago, it's basically kind of like in between the FA fig and the Flavora fig. And if it's musty like the Flavora figs are, I'm not going to be able to use it in this recipe that I'm doing. So the FA fig is really my only option, and it's just not working out too good.
Yeah, what I got from it, because I have it, and what I got from it was it's got to me it's got a slight tartness on the front end. The middle's kind of sweet, and it's got a really light kind of mustiness at the end, but it's not unpleasant. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I did go looking back at like some of the notes I took from last week. I use it at the percentage that Graham and them were talking about, like 4%, because I don't know what a real fig tastes like. You know, all I know is fig Newtons, like the rest of everybody else. So I ran it up from 1 to 4%, and 4% it tasted like, you know, that was where I needed to be, but it's still not punching through the creams and stuff the way that I expected it to.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I may give it. I'm gonna give it another go and try to go a little higher with it. But I know they were saying something about it gets. I don't know. Was that? No, I'm sorry. That was another thing I was doing. I was getting a floral note. That's not the fig.
Speaking of floral notes, we had a little chat going on in the Facebook group. So for you guys that are watching, feel free to join the Facebook group, Discord, whatever. The links are provided below in the comments. Folk Art usually throws those up. But you were talking about a port wine or something, wasn't you?
Yeah. I found a recipe that was really interesting, and to believe it or not, it actually borders along this fig that we're not talking about. But I saw a really interesting fig recipe the other day that had basically the figs were baked in like a port wine kind of a sauce, and they were topped with, I can't remember what they were topped with. I have to pull the recipe back up. But they were basically cooked in a port wine, and it looked delicious. It sounded delicious, and but since I don't know what freaking figs taste like for real, you know, it's going to be hard either way, you know, because I don't know what they taste like.
Figs taste like fig Newtons to me, because that's the only thing I can't remember having a fresh fig.
Yeah, I've never, even when I was in Saudi Arabia and all that crap over there, man, I never had a fig. So, you know, you would think I spent almost a year in the desert, I'd have had a fig.
It smells good. That lemon's whoo! It's really coming through though, boy.
But yeah.
Yeah, why is it not? I know. Yeah, dude. Join us in the Zoom room, man. Feel free to come meet us. For you guys that, even if you guys are shy and you just pop in and you're a new mixer and you feel that, you know, you don't even have to be on camera. You can turn your camera off and just bullshit. You know, if you want to come meet us, talk to us and talk to some of the, you know, people that, you know, have their YouTube channels and you sit there and watch their content. Yeah, man, feel free to come and join us. We usually bullshit for about maybe a half hour to an hour after the show. So that way, if we missed any of your questions in the chat or, you know, because a lot of times we're multitasking and stuff like that. Sometimes we miss some of the questions that you guys have in the chat, and we apologize for that. You know, feel free to hop in there and just ask anything you want, you know. I understand that HIPAA has a 5-day steep on this, which is about right, because that biscuit and the cream, buttercream, and the custard and all that stuff in there has to have a chance to mellow out and meld with the other flavors in there. And the two lemons combined at 3%, I believe one was 1%, 2%. I'm not looking at the recipe now, but I think it was 3%.
Yeah.
Those two lemons that were combined together will probably fade a little bit because not a lot of mixing it though. It's not that bad. It was really pungent at first when I smelled it, but just for me mixing it up here, it smells pretty damn good. Just by smelling it, I mean, I do get the lemon up front. Don't get me wrong, but the creams are coming out. I can definitely smell the biscuit in there, so it seems to be, just by smelling it, seems to be layered pretty good. Kind of odd that I have all the flavors for. I mean, I have a lot of flavors, but it's kind of odd that I have all the flavors for like 11 or what is it? 11? Was there 11 in it?
Yeah, I'm always missing like one. It doesn't matter what recipe somebody throws out there. I'm always missing at least one, if not two. Just, yeah, and I've got a lot.
In this one, I miss Flavor Express lemon.
Yeah, I'm gonna start using these little what's it called? My brain's not thinking today.
Stir stick?
No, that's just my magnetic thing to get my magnetic stir right there. These little damn things.
Oh, the beakers.
Yeah, the beakers. I'm really enjoying these when I do live mixing. I'm enjoying them. You know, real easy to look at and mixing. Like I said last week, I got these on Amazon. They're Carters. I think you get like four or five of them. I think like a really small one, like a 50 mil, all the way up to 1,000 mil, and they're pretty damn accurate too. I mean, I don't know if you could see it. I mixed a 30 mil, give or take the air bubbles off the top. I mixed a 30 mil, so they're pretty damn accurate as far as like, you know, mixing the juice up.
Yeah,
it smells pretty damn good though. I might enjoy this. This might be one of my all day vapes, Pip. Let me burn off custard.
Going back to what you were asking me about my Christmas mix, if I was going to do a Christmas mix, I've actually already done a eggnog and threw it out there for people to try out. It's on all the flavors. It's called.
When did you put that out?
It's called Noggin Dojo.
When did you put that out?
It's been a couple weeks ago.
Did you post that in the Discord?
Yeah, I think I did.
Oh, that's right, you did, you fucker. Yeah, because I was doing an eggnog. I've been working on it for a while, and I was waiting like till around Christmas. That's right. You put it out there like December 1st or some shit.
Something like that. I've been working on it for a while, and it's pretty good. If you like eggnog, it's I mean, I'm not a big fan of eggnog, but it's pretty good. It's like a egg. It's actually what it is it's a coffee with like an eggnog creamer in the coffee and donut. It's pretty good.
I don't know what a lemon tart tastes like though. That's the thing. It's not bad. It's pretty good. My nose is running from the lemon. I'm sure the lemon's going to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, it will.
It has a real nice mouthfeel. I like it. The way it goes down my throat. Kind of getting lemon. I'm getting lemon heads from it though.
Lemon head. What is that?
Candy. Lemon head.
Oh. Graham says it tastes like a fucking lemon tart. That's what it tastes like.
Yeah, fuck off. Fuck off. Damn. No, it does. It tastes good. I like it. I'm gonna give it a chance to let the lemons come down. But my palate's so well adjusted to the FA lemon Sicily. I just really enjoy that lemon for some reason. I really do, because it's not one of those types of lemon where it's like in your face. I mean, it's in your face depending on what percentage you mix it at, but it's not as like pungent. Like if you was to go and get like a fresh lemon or like a lemon from your refrigerator, or I'm sorry, like the lemon juice that you buy for like mixed drinks and like pour it in there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the pH or whatever that's in there, that the acid that really brings that lemon through, but it's good. I like it. The lemon is just real straightforward for me right now. And I think it's the INW. I'm not sure because like I haven't really messed with the Flavor Express lemon. 5 days. I'll give you my full report, Pippa, because I'm not really getting the biscuit. Maybe a little bit, but I'm getting more lemon than anything. I'm getting the creams though, but I'm not getting the biscuit at all from it. But it's really good. I like it. I like the way you get that lip smack. I can't compare it to a lemon tart because I don't know what a lemon tart tastes like. I'm sorry. But as far as everything else that's going on in the recipe, it's enjoyable. I like it. If I was to rate it right now, I would probably only give it maybe like a 3.75 or 3.85 out of 5 right now because I want to wait for it to steep.
Yeah.
It'll probably, I guarantee you, it'll probably go up to at least a 4.25, maybe. But I've never mixed a lemon tart recipe either, so I just feel that it needs more, like more of like a pastry, because the way you guys were describing it, it's like a pastry almost, like a lemon filled pastry.
Well, I've Googled it, and it's, you know, basically what it looks like is like almost like a graham cracker shell crust with like lemon, like a lemon
custard in the middle.
lemon custard poured in it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting all those aspects of it, but the lemon right now is overpowering, and and same thing goes for when I did my lemon cheesecake. When you mix it right off the bat, because the lemons that we have to work with right now, in mixing, is that they tend to fade over time. And I know that just from reading notes and stuff like that from Dad's Cool, Darren, he was running into the same problems with, from what I can remember, as far as having his lemon stick around. And I know that was one of the hurdles that he was trying to overcome when he was mixing Dinner Lady's lemon tart mix. And I could see the same aspect in here. It's that hurdle that you have to come over on a lemon. Being that she came in with the combined lemon stone at like 3%, so high, you're going to get that right off the scale, no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the lemon's so high. Being how that I could taste the creams, the custards, and all that stuff. The biscuit's not really through yet. Go ahead, Lewis.
Sorry. Just remember that the profiles that Pippa is aiming for and that their school was aiming for were slightly different, because their uncle was going after a lemon meringue pie, which is a little bit different than a lemon tart.
Yeah.
Well, no, I thought he was that Darren Cole's was Dinner Lady.
Yeah, lemon meringue pie. It's a lemon meringue pie, which is different from a lemon tart.
Oh no! As soon as that, this is really good though. I mean, I like it because I like lemon vapes. I'm gonna vape the shit out of this. I'll probably vape this whole thing by tomorrow. But as soon as that lemon calms down, and that those creams and custards come out, and that biscuit decides to flourish a little bit, it'll be spot on. It's really good. So I take it back. I'll give it a 4 right now because I know that once it steeps, it's going to transition to something else. I could tell right now it's a little bit unbalanced because of the lemons being straightforward, but once it steeps, I know that those are going to steep down a little bit. So yeah, well done, Pippa. Awesome. Enjoyed it. I will make it again. And that's one thing too about lemons is if I don't vape lemon for a while, I don't know how you guys feel about it in the community. If I go to a lemon vape, like it takes my palate probably a good, maybe 5 minutes to get adjusted to the lemon. And then once my palate gets adjusted to the lemon, that's when I'm able to pick out those other flavors. Because just lemon, for me, lemon is just such a strong concentrate on my palate, But yeah, well done, Pippa. Awesome. I enjoy it.
Good job.
I'll leave Yeah, I'll leave a review and after your standard steep time, because I don't want to jump the gun on it. You know what I mean? Because I want to make sure I taste every bit of what you've put in this recipe. Really good. So for you guys out there in the chat, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. You know, the questions, and thanks for letting me mix your recipe, Pippa, even though I didn't ask you. I just kind of threw you under the bus and mixed it. Make sure you check out our Facebook page, our Facebook group. Make sure you check out the Discord. You know, the links will be available in the comments below.
Zoom room.
What's that?
The Zoom room.
The Zoom room. I was going to get to that. Yeah. So real quick, though, make sure you guys are taking advantage of the discount codes. I know that the Black Friday codes are gone, so you guys can go back to using DMC's codes that we provide for you guys out there in the community that are ongoing all the time. One is for Liquid Barn at www.liquidbarn.com. Use code MIXERSCREW, get 15% off your total order, get free shipping over $50. And go check out Bull City Vapes. Use code DMC6 and get 6% off your total order, and you get free shipping over $75. And as far as the Zoom room goes, make sure you guys, any of you guys in the chat or any of you guys watching the show right now, check us out in the Zoom room. I will post a link on the Facebook page. Maybe Philcart can throw a link down there in the chat so you guys can see that and pop in if you have any questions. If any questions that weren't answered, you can pop on in and we can answer those questions for you. Other than that, make sure you tune in Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our show, B2B, Back to the Basics, where we teach novice mixers on how to mix fantastic recipes. What's going to be coming up, just to give you a little highlight of what's going to be coming up on Wednesday, we are going to be discussing single flavor testing. And we're going to get a little bit in depth in that. Going forward on those episodes, we're going to start getting more technical for you newer mixers out there. So that way you can start creating your own recipes and pairing other flavors together to create some awesome recipes that you can share with the community. Other than that, I think that's all I got. Oh, yeah, make sure you guys, if you like us, make sure you smash that like button and always, you know, get up there and subscribe to our channel. And, you know, the more subscribers that we have, you know, going forward, like I said, once we hit the big 500 subscribers, we're going to have something special for you guys out there in the community. And for you guys that subscribe to our channel, we're going to be doing something for you guys. Make sure you check that out. Other than that, that's all we got today. Like I said, make sure you tune into us on Wednesday, B2B. You got the Stopgap Show. Make sure you check that out. And that's on after In the Mix. I always get that screwed up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On In the Mix. Pippa's show is going to be on tomorrow. Check her out, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stars and Clouds. She's pretty awesome. Make sure you check her out. I've seen JFM in there. I know one of his shows is kind of coincides with us on Wednesday. I want to say he's on at the same time or 7:30 or 8 o'clock. I can't remember. I'm sorry, JFM, if I screwed that up. I've seen Freshie in there. He puts out so much goddamn content. I don't even know what the name he's on. He's got a fucking show on like every other day. So yeah, just check him out on the Facebook group. He has his own Facebook group. Check him out. He has shows going up and down constantly. Other than that, make sure you guys get on this this Fig, man. We got like 2 weeks. What you were putting your hands up, Russell? You said 8.
Yeah, JFM's on at 8.
JFM 8 o'clock on Wednesdays. So that we're going to try to keep our episodes to a half hour so it doesn't interfere with other shows on Wednesday. So make sure you check him out. And the Stopgap shows roughly on at like 10 o'clock, I think, after In the Mix. It depends on how late they go over. And Noted, that's on Mondays. What time is that, Folkart?
That's 11 Eastern time.
Eastern Standard Time. And that's who we are collaborating with for our challenge. So make sure you guys, you got like a couple more weeks for that Fig challenge. Get those recipes out there. And we are going to take the time. So the earlier that you get your mix in, I'm not saying rush, but the earlier you get your mix in, the more likely we will be able to mix it up and give it a quick review in the episode at the end of the month when we talk about the figs. Other than that, do you guys have anything before we leave?
I think you said it all, Dave.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you said it all.
Yeah.
Awesome. So hope to catch
Just
you.
thank you all for coming, and
Yeah.
we'll be expecting you next week.
Heck yeah, man. So real quick, man, hope to see you guys in a Zoom group chat. We'll chat it up for a good 30 minutes to an hour. If you have any questions, we're going to be there for a little bit.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. See you Wednesday. We'll see you next week.
See you.
Peace out,
Bye-bye.
guys.